Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
20.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's McCaffrey. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds, and he stopped immediately there. Justin Burris there to bring him down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Being chased out left. Going deep for Hopkins. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A huge play there for Arizona.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 1 from the 2. First carry for James Conner, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here we go on 4th. Newton. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. Pushes him over. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Third and 2, and here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Arizona.
Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Again, they'll throw with Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Cardinals 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray to the right side, and he's got more complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. now for Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play fake. Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Murray now on first down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a second down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Murray to air it out again. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Flush to his right. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the third quarter. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 96 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. From the red zone now, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Another carry now for Edmonds.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And the Cardinals first down.
Back to throw, Murray. Escaping the press, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Murray to throw, going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Newton's going to throw it. That's caught right side by Anderson.
This is too easy right here.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.